What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the all-new 2025-26 EPL Hobby Box from Topps. These dropped on the Topps website for 160 bucks as an EQL and are basically the equivalent of a flagship product from the new EPL line from Topps. This is, of course, the beginning of a new era for EPL cards since Panini has had the license for the last 5 years for EPL, and we haven't seen Topps Chrome EPL since the 2018-2019 season. So yeah, here we are, and there's a lot to go over. So feel free to skip to the pack opening, but as always, we're here to show you guys what this product's all about with a rating at the end of the video. So let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and really helps us grow and helps us put more content out there like this for you guys. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which also supports us in the long run as part of the eBay partner network. So let's get all the packs out. I'm not used to seeing this few packs from Topps products. I kind of like it. And we have this like bonus pack, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But let me show you guys all the sides of the box. Hopefully we can actually fit it on the screen. There's the front, there's the side right here, and feel free to pause at any point to kind of read everything that they're telling you on the sides of the box. And here is the back. Doesn't really say that much stuff. It used to say odds, but they stopped doing that a long time ago. So let's put this over here. And like you guys saw earlier, this is going to be an 8x25 format, so 200 cards total. And we should be getting 4 number cards per box, 1 auto, and either an additional auto or relic, and then another auto or relic as well. And we also have the Black Edge bonus pack as well. And we'll go over what to expect from this product in terms of parallels and rarity right now. So I'll actually put up a reference table up on the screen for you guys to see what to expect in terms of colors. And unfortunately, no odds from Topps for this product, but we did estimate the print run to be around 3,300 hobby cases or so for this specific format. So just disregard all the retail stuff. But yeah, each case of hobby is going to have 12 boxes inside, and we may or may not review the full retail box pretty soon. So here's a comparison with the much more higher print run that they made for that specific format, just an FYI. But in terms of rarity, we do have some uncommon inserts that you guys see up on the screen right now. And you're going to see those fairly easily from every few packs, I want to say. And then after that, we do have the 2 per box Chrome King, so like 1 in every 4 packs. Again, nothing too crazy. And then after that, we are going to see the gold line inserts falling 1 in every 1.5 boxes. And moving on to semi-case hits, we do have the Premier Pull inserts, followed by the case hit Heat Vision. That's going to be our first case hit. So upping the rarity from there, we do have diamond rookie cards that fall 1 in every 1.5 cases, so 1 in every 18 boxes. And after that, we have home advantage, which is going to be 1 in every 2 cases. And our last multi-case hit is going to be the super rare perfect storm inserts, and I believe you can also get those in 1-of-1s as well. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing for all the other inserts that we mentioned. But in terms of autos that are exclusive to hobby boxes, we have beast mode autos up here, Chrome King autos, and then Black Edge autos as well. And these are all most likely going to be case hits, if not multi-case hits. But all right, now that that's out of the way, guys, let's get started with pack number 1. We're going to leave the Black Edge to the very end, of course. And just right off the bat, I can tell you that these packs are the typical material they would use for match attacks or maybe some other similar products. Wax paper, I would call it. But right off the bat, we have Nico Gonzalez going to be our first card. There's the design. Nice inner foil with, I guess, some relatively high quality cardstock. It is pretty thin because this is going to be paper, but here's the back. That's what it looks like. I think you can scan this to kind of tell you what parallels are or what the breakdown is for this product. And my, oh my, look at this. Look at that beautiful Wolves logo. So pack number 1. I mean, this isn't going to be anything too crazy, but this design actually looks really sick for these the team badges, and they are part of the checklist. And the last team badge, of course, is or should be Liverpool, previous champions of the Premier League. And then we have our first numbered card out of 150. So this is going to be blue rainbow. I think they called it rainbow to make it a little bit easier to understand for younger audiences, which we will talk about towards the end when we're giving the rating and review on the naming convention at least. So there's that. And then we have our first foil regular insert. We have Techers, we have Full Force, and then we have, let's take a better look at this, Pro Partnership. So one of the very common inserts actually. That's why we didn't even put them on the screen earlier. So here's Beast Mode. This is going to be the classic icy foil pattern or whatever they call them, not going to be numbered. And then we have another one of these Pro Precision, another uncommon insert, and we have our first patch card. So that's what a player worn relic from Topps Premier League 2025-26. Almost couldn't say that. There is official memorabilia, good old John Stones honorary Peaky Blinder, and this should be a 130 point thickness card. Let's try to put this in a 130 point top loader. It should fit perfectly. I also put it in a thicker sleeve, so regular penny sleeves will not work. So there we go, fits perfectly fine in a 130 point top loader, and we should have some regular base cards here. There's one of our rookies that is going to be in the chase category, probably tier 2. We'll get into that here in a little bit. I just want to see what we can get from the first 2 packs at least. We can get an auto maybe in the second one. We did get a relic in the first. So yeah, a lot of cards, and there's our second logo. I thought it was going to be slightly rarer than that. The Wolves one was slightly more shiny. Maybe it's because of the deep color of this one. Who knows? Set that off to the side. We have Mikey Moore. We got another team logo. I'm just going to set these down as we go through them. And then we have Stefanos Tsimas. Going to add him to the chase rookie pile. And our first, what is this going to be? Well, I was going to say like a hollow or foil, but we did actually get some earlier. This is also going to be one of the common inserts. And it looks like the common ones do come 3 in a row, and then the uncommon ones are 2 right after that. So noticing a pattern here, and there is our first auto. We called it. It is going to be numbered out of 150. Victor Rice, defender from Brazil. I actually didn't even include him in the rookie list, probably because he's a defender. So if you don't really know, defenders aren't really that sought after in the hobby unless they're like all-time greats or yeah, something absolutely wild. But there's Chris Rigg. In my opinion, he's going to be the actual #1 chase rookie because our top tier rookies are actually second year or third year rookies that Topps just like gave rookie logos for. So I guess we can start with our rookie segment. There he is, #1, perfect timing. So Esteva is going to be one of these top tier rookies. We have tier 1, 2, 3, and then probably honorable mention at the end. But after that, we do have Kendry Paez and Claudio Echeverri. So those guys all had rookie cards. That's going to be the biggest caveat with those guys, is that they had rookie cards elsewhere 1 to 2 seasons ago. So that's actually pretty wild. And why is this card flipped? It does feel like another relic. So this time it's going to be numbered out of 199. Official memorabilia, Crescencio Somerville. Haven't read that name in a while. There we go. And feel free to pause and scan the QR codes if you really, really want to. But we'll put this in another 130 point top loader as well. So we may or may not have used up our quota for all the either autos or relics. I like these zoomed in cards. I wonder if these are like variations or something like that. Not 100% sure. But let's go to the halfway mark, pack number 4. And I do want to talk about tier 2. We did see, I think, Chris earlier and Job. Job Bellingham, if you don't know, is Jude Bellingham's younger brother. And he's no longer at Sunderland. He is, there's Kendry Paez. He is at Dortmund, so he's doing a lot of similar things that his brother did. And look at that, our lowest numbered card out of 25 is going to be Beast Mode Hwang Hee-chan. So there it is. I'm going to set this one down over here, and we'll sleeve all these towards the end. So the uncommon ones look like they're all going to be like icy foil, and we might as well have the entire checklist of team logos at this point. I sleeved the Wolves earlier because I thought they were going to be somewhat rare, but I guess they're not. So tier 2 rookies, Chris Riggs, Joe Bellingham, and you should see him up on the screen at this point. Stefanos Tsimas, we did see that guy. So the only person from tier 2 we haven't seen is Rio Ngumoha, which is we're going to add him to tier 2 because of hype. Obviously he's very, very young. I mean, we're like prospecting the guy, and he only played like a few minutes, I guess. But he proved. Ooh, what is this? Oh, black and white logos. I didn't even know you could get that. So there's our, what is that, 3rd number card? So Sunderland black and white rainbow logo. 3rd number card right there. And then we have a bunch of these inserts. All right, we are going to be getting quite a few, and wow, look at that! We got an extra patch and extra auto. This one's actually out of 25. Luis Guilherme, rookie from Brazil. We will take it, 2 rookie autos, but of course not the ones that we're chasing, and nothing too crazy in the grand scheme of things. Let's move that over here, and let's finish off this pack, and we have 3 packs left to go. Pack number 6 right here, and we cannot complete the tier 2, and I didn't want to like fully add him into the checklist because I don't think he has a base card, but Yang Min Hyuk, who actually had, you know, he's another rookie that had a rookie card elsewhere, like a season ago, but I think he only has an auto, and if they did give him an RC, then I would add him to the tier 2 list for rookies. So just an FYI, guys, he's supposed to be the next Sonny, so we'll see how he performs. I think he currently plays for Portsmouth, but there is Gareth Bale, speaking of Spurs players, and this is going to be on a chrome stock, so this is on higher quality chrome stock for sure. This is the Merlin stock, I want to call it. So I'm glad they're using this even for like a product like this. So these are pretty sick. Not too rare, obviously, because you're getting 2 per box. So we should be seeing another one pretty soon. But all right, there's Fulham. Now, like I said, you are probably going to get every single, or almost every single EPL team from this season. You're going to get all the badges. So there's Reagan Heskey. Is going to start us off in tier 3 rookies, I suppose. There's the Forest logo. And I mean, at that point, it's borderline like honorable mention or like just prospecting zone. And there's Mitoma, numbered blue. I almost wanted to call it refractor, but it's not because it's not chrome stock. So blue rainbow out of 150. So we got 2 of those. There's Savinho, Cody Gakpo. This kind of reminds me a lot of the Futera cards that they make, like headliners, but this is called headlines and it almost has the same design. Something funky is going on here. There's Mr. Jedi, happy to see you there. And then we have the Leeds logo. These look really nice. It's a shame they're like actually that common. They should have made them like rare or something. But anyway, continuing with tier 3 rookies, I guess Romain Esse, Josh King, Harrison Armstrong. So those are going to be joining the list with Reagan Heskey. So we'll just have to wait and see as those guys grow up. They're all very, very young. We'll see how they perform, and we'll see if there's going to be more demand for them in the hobby. There's Luis Saha. And we have our last 2. There's our last Chrome Kings. It is going to be David Silva. Love to see it. There is an Aguero, and whoever gets the 1 of 1 is going to be a very, very happy person. So if you do see it pulled, or if you do pull it yourself, please share it in our Discord or send us a message on Instagram. We'd love to see your guys' crazy pulls. That's what the hobby's all about. So feel free to reach out. But all right, let's see the last pack. Actually, these were all the icy inserts. I think we just like started. Yeah, we mixed them up. Oh well. You should be getting 3 black edge cards, and you could potentially get an auto. Let's see what we got. We have Brian Mbumo. Ask him any question in the world, and he will not be able to answer you. And we have, oh, out of 99, Justin Kluivert. There's the new serial font. And the last one is going to be Dimitar Berbatov. Love this throwback. And let me show you guys the back. These are actually very, very clean. They remind me of the Hall of Fame cards, or the set that they came out with like a few years ago. So these are really nice. Again, you are going to be getting 3 per box, so it's not going to be anything too crazy in terms of rarity, but we did end up getting a numbered card. So let's do a recap real quick and then give our thoughts on this product, ladies and gentlemen. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be our extra numbered card. So out of 99, we have out of 75 black and whites. Rainbow, this is the lowest number card we got at 25. Beast mode, then 2 blues, both nice color matches for Everton and Brighton. And then we got 2 patches and 2 autos. You're supposed to only get like 3 of these total, and 1 auto guaranteed at least. But we got 2 rookie autos, also out of 25 and 150, and then a patch out of 199 and just a base patch John Stones. So how do we feel about this product, guys? Here's Chrome Kings once again. I'll put up the rating on the screen while we talk about it, but starting with the design, I do think it's better than, Match Attacks for sure, like as a baseline. But I also think it's better than the UCC Flagship design we saw last year. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree. But personally, to me, like, the design is better. It's not too crazy. They got the borders right. It's just like these power levels are kind of, I get why they did it. It's kind of like a transitional product. So I don't know. It still feels like kind of matchy taxi because of that. But anyway, I think some people don't mind it. Some people really, really mind it. It's just going to really depend. But in terms of base set size, it's on par with Panini EPL sets, which isn't really a good thing. Basically, 300 cards is, definitely going to leave you looking at players you don't know or even like don't even care about more often than not. But I totally get why they did it. But that being said, the pricing doesn't really make sense aside from the fact that you're guaranteed an auto in this box. Obviously, we got two, and we got two relics, so we got something extra there, but it's definitely not going to be every single box out there. In my opinion, should definitely be a cheaper product, especially for being somewhat of like a in-between product or like a transition product like we mentioned earlier. And, we're talking like 20 to 30% cheaper is where it should be. So I really do think that a lot of new people coming into the hobby are going to be discouraged because of the price point, especially once they realize like the type of product this is. So I mean, after this, we're probably going to be, getting Chrome EPL as confirmed by Topps, since this specific set is going to be like a flagship equivalent, basically. And there's going to be like so many other sets for EPL that are going to be brand new this year because, Topps has a license. But the transition doesn't really seem like it's quite there yet, or maybe they haven't like fully like nailed it. But anyway, good auto ratio, because we always talk about the autos. It is unfortunately below standard for the industry. So once you take into account the rarities and all that stuff and all the filler cards, you'll really realize that it's not actually where it's supposed to be in terms of like big names compared to like lower table teams or like players that people don't really want to collect. So what's really helping the hobby format is going to be the relatively lower print run compared to UCC Flagship, but the overall print run with retail is going to be absolutely massive. So overall long-term value for these is pretty questionable, and I want to say there aren't that many major cases aside from like one-of-ones and some sick-looking chrome inserts, to be honest. But at the end of the day, this is a hobby, and I do want to say that this is definitely targeted to a much younger audience as part of the new emerging hobby, and even like going all the way up to like early teens. So I wouldn't go too crazy with these. Probably fine to try like one or two out, but at the price point, it just seems like it's going to be very discouraging or like not so motivating for a lot of people. But anyway, can't wait to see what Topps has up their sleeves later on this year or this season, especially in terms of EPL sets. And unfortunately, we're still waiting on some major 2025-26 releases to come out from last season. But yeah, just going to leave it at that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.